Hey guys, I'm PhilInTheBlanks. Welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We are heading into day 2 of the trial. I guess it's day 3 of the entire entire case, but part 2 of the second trial day. Whatever. September friggin' 9th. Jeez. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah, one way or another, this case gets decided today. I'm sorry, Maya. I've been drinking all night. Phoenix, look. So that's Edgeworth kind of face on. You don't see this angle of Edgeworth very often in this game because you're against him in the actual trial, so you see him from the side a lot more. Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. Huh? I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? Oh, I hope not. I like the judge. So, you're saying I'm gonna be guilty. End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. So yeah, Phoenix actually does know him. And I think we could have said that a few episodes ago. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. I mean, he is a defense attorney. I'd like to think that he'd do it himself. I'm wondering if that's the case, like, in real life. If the defense attorney is, on trial, does he defend himself? Is that a normal thing? September 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to this? Up to doing this, sorry. Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's gonna raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Yeah, let's raise an objection. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Oh, what an asshole. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Oh, fuck you. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call... Sorry, wrong voice. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Not that the voices are that different from my characters. I don't have a very good range of voices, so... Still got that amazing smile. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? So great. Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. I do like how it's an ongoing thing that Edgeworth has a hard time getting people to say their name and occupation. It's just this fun little thing. Those two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I love this guy so much. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim is Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Oh ho ho ho. Dazzling, it's so good. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Oh yeah, this is the first time you actually see Maya on the sidelines there, because she becomes your assistant from this point on in the series, so. Witness's account. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impact. Then it was all over. Well, nothing crazy wrong other than the fact that I didn't kill her, but whatever. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. I thought he was going to say, guilty! Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Alright, let's look around. See what we can do. Probably gonna has to, it was about 9. Oh, let's check that out, actually. Where's the... It doesn't have a date, or a time, I mean. Thought it would. Reading. Go to bedlam from outside. Building. Spike man. I probably have to press him on something. Did Edgeworth prep this guy too, I wonder? Anyway, I better find a weakness in there. Alright, let's press him, see what happens. There we go. How did you know what time it was? Because I am always abso-positively perfect, you know. No, you're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9 o'clock. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said, too. Let's press further. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. Is he, like, actually saying ahem, or is he actually clearing his throat, like, or is he like, ahem? Because he seems like the kind of guy who would do that. This is your concern? Silly lawyer. Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at the time? I was reading, bedlam from outside. Let's try that one. I don't think him reading has anything to do with anything. A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see, continue. Well, I got nothing out of that. Surprised to turn over the building across the way. So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound? But of course. I am no snoop peeping out of windows at night. No snoop, yeah right. You've made a career out of snooping. So I saw him, a spiky-haired man taking a long-haired woman. Spiky-haired? Come on, Phoenix. You were clearly spiky-haired. Wow, nothing on that. This is to say that man was on the unit, the lawyer, okay. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Assuming it's 20/20. Counting both eyes, 40! 20. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is you... whose side is the judge? I almost read it. Whose side is you on? Anyway. And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised. What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Fey office phone? Objection. Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fey woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh, I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. Victim, she ran and gave chase. Can you be a little bit more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course. Comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. That's good. Whenever they add something to the thing, it usually means something. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. But according to May, she dodged and to the right. So let's present that.
Objection!
Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. I mean, it's not that big a deal, Phoenix, but okay. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. I mean, she also said it was a girl attacking her, so... She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her. So this leads to the whole thing where I can basically beat this guy. But, like, if he had said that from the get-go, would that have really, like... would I have nothing to, like, defend myself with? It's kind of weird. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here. And the victim, here. The victim ran to the left, as you claim she did. She would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Oh, the first little crack in white there. Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Ms. May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Yup, both are correct. My guess, and I know it's true, is that because he's the one who killed her, to him, he would have seen her run left. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha, I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There's one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. Mumble, 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 mumble. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. He was standing on the left corner over here. No, he was the killer. Oh my god, I'm so smart. Believe me, these get a lot harder, by the way. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Yeah, no shit, Edgeworth. God, put two and two together, please. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. Rapscallion, really? The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Oh, White, what an asshole. Ho ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this, I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, that's a good way of saying it. Might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. He just says the same thing. Oh, I ran to the left, or ran to the right, sorry. Ms. May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. I already know the problem with this one. That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? What an asshole. That does seem to make sense. I'm the judge, and I don't remember the basic information we learned last time. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? No, sir. I'll be going to jail now, thank you. You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Okay, this is an obvious one. Let's just get this one over with. Blah, 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 blah. You hit her, blah, 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 blah. You delivered the final blow. That's what I say. You see, you hit her twice. did not. Because according to this, it's die from a blow. Does this just say, is it really just one? I don't know if that's specifically... She was caught and struck. Okay, yeah. Let's just present this. Oh, we're good. If the music stops, you're probably good. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? A lot of erps in this game. Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice! Don't let him get away! Thanks, Peanut Gallery. Take a quick drink. I've been learning that doing episodes of this really hurts my voice after a while, because I do like the full day in one go, so... Very well. The witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. The two accounts. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap! Oh, he's getting a little unhinged. He's dropping his facade. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Oof. Well, he's crumbling pretty fast, actually. There's other Phoenix Wright games in cases where, like, it takes a while for you to get to the killer. Alright, so... Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Heard what thing? You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yep. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. He also talks a lot less, like phony, I guess. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. And let's, I don't think I can present him with it. I guess this. The broken remains of a glass light stand. Press. Yeah. Because, I mean, how could he see that if he wasn't in the room? Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oh! Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was the light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. There's a big problemo. A mean problem here. Whoops. Not a mean problem. A very mean problem. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct. That is so. It's conclusive, definite, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. This guy's reminding me of someone more and more every day. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. We have the floor plans, right? Yeah, floor plans. Look at this. These are the floor plans for the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you'd be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? So many erps. Ridiculosity! Mr. White, If you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Ah! He's so into this, you know? And next time, the conclusion! I'm PhilInTheBlanks. I'll see you guys next time for more Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.